First of two here on a Monday night. The teams as we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A call for a and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Down to the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action now, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They still can't get it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. No score after one on EA Sports. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Dobbins. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to Dobbins on first. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On play action, Mariota on the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down at 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half. And the scoreboard reflected that. But they've come out since halftime. They look like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes. Take field goals out of their thought process.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19 on first down. Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make. And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Throwing, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A 25-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Break on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Mariota gets this to Waller, and he is out of bounds, so that's how you start a drive as he's all the way up past the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.